Life is a journey full of crossroads, choices, and chances. At every step, we are faced with decisions that either push us forward or hold us back. Often, fear whispers in our ear, telling us to play it safe, to stay comfortable, to avoid the unknown. But what if playing it safe costs us everything we ever dreamed of? Risk is scary. It's stepping into the uncertain. It's walking away from guarantees, and it's opening yourself up to failure. But on the other side of risk is growth. On the other side of risk is transformation. Nation. And most importantly, on the other side of risk is the truth of who you are meant to be. Regret, on the other hand, is a quiet killer. It creeps in slowly, day by day, year by year. It's the weight of wondering what if, the heaviness of lost chances, the silence of unspoken words, and the sadness of unlived dreams. While risk may hurt for a moment, regret lasts a lifetime. The people who live the fullest lives are not those who avoided failure. They are the ones who dared to risk failure for the chance to succeed. They understood that discomfort is temporary, but regret can be permanent. So when faced with a choice between staying in your comfort zone or taking a leap, remember risk may be dangerous, but regret is deadly. Risk may shake your world, but regret will haunt your soul. One gives you a story, the other leaves you wondering what your story could have been. So, choose courage over comfort, choose growth over fear, choose risk over regret, because it's always better to fall trying than to live wondering if you could have flown. Staying comfortable might feel safe, but it keeps you trapped in the same place. True progress begins the moment you step outside your comfort zone and face your fears head-on. Taking risks pushes your limits and forces growth in ways comfort never can. Every risk taken is an opportunity for transformation. Whether you succeed or fail, the experience changes you. It builds character, resilience, and clarity. You learn, you grow, and you evolve into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Regret doesn't come from failure. It comes from not trying. The what ifs become heavier than any temporary failure. It's better to face defeat than to live with the constant echo of unrealized dreams and unexplored possibilities. Taking a risk and failing isn't the end. It's a new beginning. Each setback teaches valuable lessons. The most successful people are not those who never failed, but those who used failure as fuel to bounce back even stronger. Every moment spent hesitating is a moment you can't get back. Life is short, and opportunities don't last forever. If you wait too long out of fear, you may find that the doors you once had the chance to open are now closed forever. If you only do what feels safe and easy, you limit your potential. Real growth happens in uncomfortable spaces, when you take on something you don't yet know how to handle. Risk introduces you to your real strength. The life you truly want is waiting on the other side of the risk you're afraid to take. If your dream doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. Risk is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. In the end, people don't remember how careful you were. They remember how bold you were. A legacy is not built through playing it safe. It's created by those who dared to leap, speak up, and go after what they truly believed in, regardless of the outcome. Comfort zones are mental spaces where everything feels familiar, predictable, and safe. They are built on routines, known outcomes, and a resistance to change. While being in your comfort zone can offer a temporary sense of security and peace, staying there for too long often leads to stagnation, emotionally, mentally, and even physically. Growth does not occur where things are easy and expected. It happens in places of challenge and uncertainty. When you always choose the path you've already walked, you miss out on new experiences, skills, and perspectives. Comfort zones slowly become cages, limiting your potential, your dreams, and your future. You may feel content in the short term, but deep inside, you'll know you're settling for less than you're capable of. The risk you avoid today might be the breakthrough you need tomorrow. Comfort may give you a cushion, but it rarely gives you purpose or progress. Every risk you take, no matter how big or small, has the power to transform you. When you step into the unknown, you're not just chasing a goal, you're stepping into a version of yourself that you haven't met yet. Risk challenges your beliefs, tests your courage, and pushes your boundaries beyond what you thought possible. It forces you to adapt, to think creatively, and to grow in real time. Even when the outcome isn't what you hoped for, the process itself changes you. Andeka. You build resilience by enduring discomfort. You gain wisdom from mistakes. You develop strength from facing fear head on. Taking risks helps you break free from old patterns and open yourself up to new perspectives, new skills, and new versions of success. It awakens a sense of aliveness, reminding you that life is about becoming, not just existing. While others may choose the safety of the known, the risk taker becomes someone who evolves through experience, someone who learns by doing, and someone who dares to transform uncertainty into opportunity. Regret is one of the most silent and enduring forms of pain a person can carry. Unlike the sting of failure, which fades with time and teaches valuable lessons, regret lingers deep within, feeding off moments that never happened and chances that were never taken. It grows quietly, disguised as thoughts like a "what if I had tried?" or a "why didn't I take that step?" These questions may seem small at first, but they echo louder as time passes. Regret builds when opportunities are passed up out of fear, doubt, or hesitation. It's not just about missed success. It's about the missed experience, the personal growth that never happened, the people you never met, the talents you never explored, and the life you never fully lived. The longer you live with regret, the heavier it becomes. It seeps into your confidence, dims your spirit, and creates a sense of longing that can't be resolved. Risk may involve temporary pain or failure, but regret often becomes a lifelong burden that no amount of success can erase. Say, taking action, even if imperfect, gives you a sense of fulfillment that trying was worth it, no matter the result. Failure is often misunderstood as the end of the road, when in reality, it's a crucial part of the journey toward growth and success. Taking a risk and failing doesn't mean you're incapable. It means you were bold enough to try something others were too afraid to attempt. Every failure holds within it lessons that can't be learned through success alone. It forces you to examine your methods, refine your mindset, and re-strategize with greater clarity and purpose. Failure has a unique way of stripping away illusions and sharpening your focus on what truly matters. The people who accomplish the most in life are rarely the ones who never stumble. They are the ones who rise again and again, using each fall as a stepping stone. Every rejection teaches resilience. Every setback strengthens your character. Failure, when embraced, becomes a powerful teacher. It humbles you, builds mental toughness, and fuels your desire to keep going. Instead of seeing it as something to be avoided, view failure as proof that you're in motion, that you're pushing limits, that you're daring to do more than just exist in safety. It means you are playing the game, not sitting on the sidelines watching others live boldly. Time is one of the most precious and non-renewable resources we have. Once a moment passes, it can never be reclaimed, no matter how much we wish we could go back. Every second spent doubting, delaying, or waiting for the perfect moment is a second lost forever. Life moves forward with or without your permission, and opportunities often have a short lifespan. You may think you have time, but days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and suddenly years have passed, and the chance you once had is no longer there. People often assume they'll be ready someday. Someday they'll start the business, make the move, have the conversation, or take the leap. But someday isn't a day on the calendar. It's a disguise for hesitation. Risk demands action in the present, not promises for the future. The window for opportunity doesn't stay open forever. The people you need may not always be around. The energy you have today may fade tomorrow. When you let fear stall your decisions, you surrender your control over time, and life moves on without your input. Taking risks doesn't just move you forward. It protects you from looking back with the ache of knowing you waited too long to begin. Personal growth never occurs in the realm of ease and familiarity. It is forged in the fires of discomfort and uncertainty. When everything feels comfortable and predictable, there's no real pressure to stretch yourself, to adapt, or to evolve. But discomfort is life's way of inviting you into a higher version of yourself. It's in the moments when you feel unsure, challenged, or even afraid that your true potential begins to awaken. Risk introduces this kind of discomfort. It forces you to confront the unknown, make difficult decisions, and step into situations where outcomes aren't guaranteed. That pressure sharpens your focus, tests your character, and unlocks strengths you never knew you had. You begin to develop resilience, courage, and resourcefulness, not because things were easy, but because they weren't. Just like muscles only grow when placed under tension, your inner capacity expands when life stretches you beyond your comfort zone. Every uncomfortable moment is an opportunity to rise above fear, above excuses, and above limitations you once thought defined you. Discomfort is not a sign you're on the wrong path. It's a signal that you're growing, that you're moving, that you're no longer settling for less than your best. The dreams that live deep within your heart were placed there for a reason. They are part of your purpose, your potential, and your passion. But dreams are not meant to stay dormant. They are meant to be pursued, even when the path to achieving them is filled with uncertainty and risk. Every meaningful dream comes with obstacles, and pursuing it often means stepping away from the comfort of routine and into the unknown. But what's the alternative? To keep your dreams locked away because of fear? To watch others live boldly while you stay stuck in hesitation? Playing it safe may protect you from failure, but it also guarantees you'll never experience the joy of bringing your vision to life. Dreams don't respond to caution. They respond to courage. They respond to action, even if that action comes with fear, doubt, and potential failure. Taking risks in the direction of your dreams shows the world, and more importantly, yourself, that your vision matters, that your future matters, and that your life is too valuable to waste on playing small. No one ever built a legacy by staying in the shadows. The people who change the world, or even just change their own lives, are those who decided their dream was worth falling for, fighting for, and rising for, again and again. Legacy isn't just about what you leave behind, it's about how you live every single day. It's built through the choices you make, the chances you take, and the courage you show in the face of fear. Choosing bravery over comfort isn't always the easiest path, but it is the most rewarding. Every time you step into the unknown, speak your truth, stand up for what you believe in, or chase something that scares you. You are writing the story of your life with bold, unforgettable strokes. People won't remember you for how carefully you avoided failure. They'll remember you for how passionately you pursued your purpose. Playing it safe might keep you from criticism or mistakes, but it also keeps you from greatness. Bravery doesn't mean you're fearless. It means you move forward despite the fear. It means you're willing to risk judgment, rejection, or failure because your values and dreams matter more than the comfort of staying quiet or still. When you consistently choose bravery, you not only shape your own life, you inspire others to rise, to believe, and to act. Your legacy becomes one of strength, courage, and authenticity, not because you never stumbled, but because you had the guts to walk the path that scared you anyway. In the grand story of your life, you will not be defined by the moments you played it safe, but by the moments you chose to be bold. Regret may whisper that you should have tried, but risk gives you the power to say, "At least I did." You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to take the first step. Trust yourself and believe that whatever lies ahead, you are strong enough to face it. Life will always offer two paths, one of comfort and one of courage. Choose courage. Choose risk. Choose risk. Because in the end, it's not the failures we remember. It's the chances we never took.